Sarah, Alphabet did just report, and I had the chance to briefly catch up with CFO Ruth Porat. Let me bring you those comments. Obviously, that stock, as you mentioned, is under pressure. You saw top line jump about 21% to $33.7 billion, but that did miss expectations. And so I asked Ruth Porat about that. What explains what's going on with the top line? She told me on a fixed FX basis, it was 22%. We went from FX being a tailwind to being a headwind, she told me. Looking globally on a fixed FX basis, we see strength globally, so perhaps also addressing some potential worries that are about the business in Europe. Certainly, though, Google properties revenue, remember, that's another key metric to focus on. That's the properties that the company owns, YouTube search. That revenue also missed, so you can be sure on the conference call, which is underway right now, analysts are going to have plenty of questions about that and what happened in the quarter. We also did talk about China. Remember, CEO Sundar Pichai at a recent conference here in San Francisco, he didn't back away from this idea. In fact, acknowledging they are exploring at least the idea of a censored search app for that country. I asked Ruth Porat what are her plans in China, the company's plans. She says they continue to invest to support Chinese users. And she repeated Sundar's comments to me that Google isn't close, she said, to launching such a product, a censored search product in China. You can certainly understand why they'd be potentially interested, though, with 800 million internet users in that country. And finally, we did talk about Amazon. Listen, a lot of reports, including our colleagues at CNBC.com, have noted that marketers moving their ad budgets here from Google to Amazon. I just simply asked her, does she consider Amazon a credible threat? She implied that really she believes it's sort of just expanding the market, that it helps Google tap into new budgets. Advertisers, she said, want to work, though, with digital partners who are engaged in direct sales there. So interesting comments on arrival. I did finally ask her, guys, about this New York Times piece that we all read today. It was a piece that they spent months working on, reporting that Andy Rubin, the father of Android, actually resigned because of these allegations of sexual misconduct. There were other threads in that story about other issues with other executives like David Drummond. I did ask Ruth Porat about that. She simply repeated what Sundar Pichai told his employees in a note that CNBC obtained, where Sundar Pichai said in the last 2 years, 48 people have been terminated for sexual harassment. I followed up, though, and asked her, listen, if you see a headline like that causing so much attention, are you worried about whether it has an impact on your ability to attack top talent in Silicon Valley? Ruth Porat seemed to simply brush off that concern, though, guys. Back to you.